The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered any% speedrun is an incredible run. The original game, by its very nature as a Bethesda title, was incredibly broken. This led to times that are barely less than 3 minutes long. For the remaster, we were able to use what we know about the original game to craft a route that beats the game in less than 6 minutes. In this video, I want to teach you how you can beat Oblivion Remastered faster than you thought possible. We're going to be following an example of the any% route. We'll be slowing down for a few fast-paced sections and to explain a few intricate glitches. But for glitches not covered, glitches and tech documentation is provided in the description. I also urge you to join the Speedrun.com Discord server for the Elder Scrolls series for any questions you might have. What we won't be covering in this demonstration is how to acquire the correct patch of the game, version 1.0, or how to set up recording/streaming software or LiveSplit. With that out of the way, let's begin. To start off, before the run even begins, we set up our inventory menu to open to the Alchemy tab. This can be done by loading any save, opening the inventory, and opening to the Alchemy tab. Now close the inventory and quit to the main menu. The next time you open your inventory, you'll be on the Alchemy tab already, which will make menuing easier later. Once you're ready, you can start a new game. The only important choice to make in character creation is your race. For this route, we choose Redguard for their access to the Adrenaline Rush Greater Power. For this demonstration, I've chosen Body Type 1, but there is not much of a meaningful difference. All other character creation options are left up to the runner. Once you're ready to start, you can click Continue here and position your mouse just below the top of this character portrait. This will highlight an item in your spellbook when you start menuing after the run starts. Time starts when you hit Enter. Then you'll immediately tap F3, 1, D, D, 2, and Tab or Escape. This will set Adrenaline Rush to Hotkey 1 and Flare to Hotkey 2, as well as closing the menu. After closing your spellbook, press 1 to equip Adrenaline Rush and press C to cast it. Now we just wait for the Adrenaline Rush timer to tick down. The goal is to clip through the floor by sitting in this chair at the same time we're ragdolled by Adrenaline Rush running out. While you wait, keep your fatigue low by punching, and make sure to stand as far away from the stool as you can, while still being able to reach it. When the Adrenaline Rush timer is about to run out, stop punching, but leave your fists out. Right after the last white pixel from the timer drains away, activate the chair, and hopefully you'll begin falling through the floor. Pause. Right here, as soon as you fully pass through the floor, quick save and quick load. This needs to be done right before your fatigue regenerates. This will cause you to stand up after falling for a bit. While falling, scroll in while looking down to activate camera offset. Then, Alt-Tab and position your cursor a little below and to the left of your crosshair. Then, after standing up, perform a main menu reposition by quick saving, exiting to the main menu, and spamming Enter to continue. Now flick to the left, run down the stairs and hallway. Stay on the high ledge on the right and slot yourself into this window for the rat wall skip with another main menu reposition. Now run to the skeleton and loot all for its arrows to duplicate with. Then do the same for this goblin. Pause. This glitch is going to be an obstacle for new runners as it's frame perfect. We're going to activate Permakey here to skip the Emperor's assassination later. To do that, we are going to quick save, then activate the door and quickly, but not immediately, quick load. The timing's roughly 1/10 of a second, but may vary based on video settings and hardware. If you did it correctly, the prompt "You opened the door with iron key" will pop up while the screen fades to black and loads your quick save. If you are late, The same prompt appears, but you have to manually close the prompt, and you can retry after loading into the next area and quick loading to reset. If you were early, you will just load your quick save, and you can retry from there. After successfully activating permakey, enter the door, then press enter during the loading screen to close the prompt. Now that we're out of the first area, things are going to be a lot more straightforward. Just run through this next area, stopping at the chest after the zombie to duplicate weak potions of respite with the arrows you looted from the skeleton. Hotkey those potions by opening your inventory, pressing whatever hotkey you want, except hotkey 2 with flare, and closing your inventory. Now just run through the rest of the area, making sure to keep your fatigue up by drinking potions. The next area is much of the same: tight pathing and fatigue management. I'll take a moment here to remind you, running with your fists out is slower, so put them away. After the next map transition, you'll meet up with the Emperor and his guards. You want to aggro manipulate Glenroy to the door by punching him or the Emperor, whoever is in front. On the way, snipe this assassin, then yield to Glenroy and open this door to kill the second assassin. Now wait for Glenroy to open the second door and help him kill the 3 assassins behind it. Return to the Emperor to receive your birth sign. Make sure to choose the lover. Begin aggro manipulating Glenroy again. Bring him to the next room and kill the next 3 assassins. Stand in the clearing by this chest and yield to Glenroy. Once he gets to about this spot, he'll turn towards the door, which will now be unlocked and allow you to leave. Sometimes the Emperor and his guards will be separately aggroed on you and won't stay passive after yielding. In this case, just flare or punch the Emperor. This room is simple thanks to Lover's Kiss and permakey. Just run down here, begin third person, hug the gate, and equip Lover's Kiss by pressing F3, A, and enter. Then close your spellbook and cast it to clip through the gate. This door can then just be opened thanks to permakey, leading you to the sewers. The sewers are simple, just run through. If your potion management isn't the best, you may sometimes run out here. To squeeze just a little extra sprint speed out, you can jump just before your fatigue dries up. Now exit the sewers and fast travel to the Imperial City Temple District. Upon loading in, run forward and stick your head through the wall to see this half-buried door in the ground. Activate it and you'll be in the final scene of the main quest. Turn around and exit the temple. Wrap around the right side of the temple until you get a quest prompt. Close the prompt and wrap back around and enter the temple again. Run to about this spot on the floor, closing any tutorial prompts that might pop up, and wait at least 12 hours. Martin should interrupt you. Just spam enter and close dialogue. Keep spamming enter until he speaks to you again. Time stops when the second dialogue with Martin ends, and you lose control of your character. There you have it. You have just beaten the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered any % category. As always, I appreciate the watch. More videos will be coming soon, with glitch demonstrations and guides for other categories of the game. If you want to stay updated, make sure to subscribe. And if you have any questions, please consider joining the Speedrun.com official Elder Scrolls Discord server, linked in the description, where you can ask me and other runners whatever you like. I'll see you next time.